welcome to Rathods Science Academy. Today in this session, we are going to see important current affairs which appear in our today's Hindu newspaper. So before seeing that articles, I want to make a small announcement. We in Rathods Science Academy, we are going to start prelims cum mains foundation course soon. So it is going to be started around first week of March. The important key features of this course are daily 5 hours of classes, 1 hour of current affairs and 4 hours of GS, and every day answer writing practice. And on every Saturday there is prelims practice test which happened. So what are the topics which are happened in that week? We will go into conduct the test on that Saturday, and you will be having revision test also. And if you have doubt, I will be staying in the office so that you can come and you can contact me at any time between morning 8:30 to night 8 o'clock. And one more thing is, in this course, we are also going to give you the material which is very updated with current affairs and as well as previous questions up to date or given from both prelims and as well as mains. And next important thing here is, we are also going to give you prelims, mains and as well as interview guidance. And this course duration is 9 to 10 months. That's it. Okay. So if you are interested to join this course, and you can contact me on the number which is given on the screen, that is 8074765513. And we are providing both on online and as well as offline. And the medium of class will be only English. Okay. So don't waste your time. So please contact us if you have any query. And if you want to visit Academy, you can come to our Academy which is present above Vikas Book Center, 2nd and 3rd floor, opposite Sub-Register Office, Ashok Nagar, Hyderabad. Okay. So thank you so much. And now let us see the first article. So if you see the first topic, I found this interesting image. So this image, it is about elephants or going on in one lake. So this lake is called as Ashtamudi Lake. So now let us see some facts regarding this Ashtamudi Lake. Because if you are getting any kind of lake or any river or any national park or tiger reserve is in news, of course it is very important and you may get question regarding that. There are very high chance of getting questions. So because of this, yes, you have to see that. So if you see some important facts regarding this Ashtamudi Lake, it is a Ramsar wetland and where it is located in state of Kerala. The word Ashtamudi means 8 braids. Asta means nothing but 8 in Malayalam. So it is explained by a palm-shaped topography of the lake with multiple branches. And it's having 8 arms or channels. So because of this, the name of this lake is called as Ashtamudi. And it is also a second largest lake in Kerala, which has found its way into sea through Neendkara estuary. Okay, and Kallada river is one of the important source of the river for this Ashtamudi Lake. And if you go back to the historical significance of this lake, it is dating back to 14th century, when the lake surroundings were important port connectings of ancient city of Kulain to the rest of the world. It is very important. So which port city is connected? That is Kulain to the rest of the world. And if you see some historical records, Borakan explorer, that is nothing but Ibn Battuta, highlights about this Quilon city, which is present on the banks of this Ashtamudi Lake. And it's one of the major trading centers of ancient period. And we have different species of mangroves. They were reported in this region. Okay. And even some endangered species of plants, which also seen here, like Shigeum travancoreum and Calamus rohtang. So these are some important things that you have to remember. And now let us see the next article. Title says 31 Maoists, 20 police killed in encounter in Chhattisgarh. So this is very routine topic. Obviously, when we see about this left-wing extremism or Naxalism, you will be seeing this topic, right? So this topic is important from your GS paper 1 under history. Sorry, history you have to see, and even from GS paper 3 under internal security also this article is important. So if you see some key points, you have to see about what is this left-wing extremism or Naxalism is about. And next important dimension is, you have to see some important causes of Naxalism. And next you have to see about what is the impact of Naxalism or left-wing extremism. And next you have to see about what are the initiatives taken by the government, or like you have to see what are the schemes which are focusing on development in this region. So all these areas are very important. Okay, now let us see all these things in clear. And there is a very high chance of getting question regarding this left-wing extremism or Naxalism in your mains examination. So you have to see this topic from your mains. Okay, now let us see here the context. In a significant anti-Maoist operation in Chhattisgarh's Bijapur district, so here what happened, security forces, they killed around 31 Maoists, and even 2 policemen, they were killed in this anti-Naxal operation. So if you see some details, you have to see like, yes, this encounter is saying that intelligence is conducting very successful anti-insurgency operations or anti-Naxal operations. And actually, this is one of the strategic approach that is very important. So whenever we are going with this kind of operations, information is very important. We need very accurate information so that we can prepare well for the retaliation attacks. So whenever we are having these retaliation attacks, we can decrease the deaths from police side. And next one here is, yes, even our security forces, they are also having dangers. For example, 2 police officers, they are killed during this operation. So it is involving that, yes, there are some significant risk which is involved in counter-insurgency efforts. Okay, so in such kind of incidents, there is also sacrifice done by the security personnels. So we need support, and also we need resources from the end. And next one here is, we need to have some collaborative efforts. So this operations which involve nearly 650 personnels, which mainly indicates that we need large scale collaboration among different security forces so that we can tackle this Maoist insurgency. And this collaborative effort or collective effort is crucial for maximizing impact in challenging terrains. Especially they will be having this kind of warfare, that is guerrilla warfare. So that guerrilla warfare will be done only in very rough terrains like hills, mountains, jungles, etc. So this now with this Maoists or Naxals, they operate this. And next one is, if you are saying about the casualties of Maoists, so there is a statistics which says that around 85 Maoists, there are around 81 Maoists, they were killed in just first 40 days of 2025. So it mainly says that what is the intensity of these operations compared to that of previous years. So now we can understand that there is a change in the shift in the tactics or escalation in the government commitments for eliminating of this Maoism in our country. And next one here is, after this exercise or like anti-Naxal operation, so we will also recover some arms and ammunition. So recovery of arms and ammunition from Maoists, which reveals that yes, they are having good militant capabilities. So it is also raising question regarding from where they are getting this weaponry. Okay, so in this way they are seeing about this thing. And now let us see some facts regarding this Maoist insurgency or left-wing extremism. So it is an armored movement. So this movement rooted in political ideologies that seek to bring about socio-political and economic changes through violent means. Through violent means, they want to bring socio-political and as well as economic changes in the society. So if you see what are the reasons that led to the growth of left-wing extremism in India. So first one is, there is inequitable socio-economic development. So there is increasing of socio-economic inequalities and as well as unemployment. So because of all these things, youth, they are taking up arms and they are fighting against the government. And next one is government failure. So because of government deficit in remote parts of red corridor regions, that led to increasing of left-wing extremism. For example, lack of food security because of corruption in PDS system. So all these are some major challenges that are leading to the rising of left-wing extremism. And next one here is political marginalization. So here the tribal groups, they were politically marginalized by self-serving dominant groups. That led to even political deprivation among marginalized groups. And because of this also they are joining this groups. And next one is because of land alienation displacement. So there was failure of land reforms, especially regarding land redistribution after independence, and even development projects and acquisition of land for industrial purposes. These all are the things that sometimes lead to displacement of local communities without adequate compensation, without adequate rehabilitation. So now these people, they will seek for getting of justice, and finally they will go to this Naxal points or Naxal agitation. And next one here is discrimination against tribals. So actually these tribals, they are poor people, normally marginalized section. So they will live in the forest. So what happens whenever the government is implementing laws which is prohibiting transfer of this tribal lands to this transfer of this tribal lands to non-tribals in this fifth schedule areas, and whenever they are going for hasty rejections or non-regularization of this land grants of this traditional land rights under this Forest Rights Act of 2006, that will also leads to the increasing of left-wing extremism. So these are the common reasons for the rising of left-wing extremism in our country. And now let us see what are the security schemes which are came up by the government to stop this left-wing extremism. So first important such scheme is National Policy and Action Plan to address left-wing extremism in 2015. So actually government came up with a comprehensive plan, and the important aim of this plan, it is to enhance capabilities of security forces. So whenever we are enhancing the security forces and capabilities, obviously they will fight against this left-wing extremism. And this plan also ensures that rights and entitlements of local communities are safeguarded, and they will focus on socio-economic development in affected regions. And next one is government also came up with this doctrine called as Samadhan doctrine. So under this, entire strategy of the government will be from short term towards long term. And S is for smart leadership. A is for aggressive strategy. M is for motivation and training. A for actionable intelligence. D for dashboard based key performance indicators. And H for harnessing technology. A for action plan for each theatre. And N for no access to financing. So through this short term and long term policy, government wants to curtail this left wing extremism. And next important scheme is SRE scheme. SRE scheme is nothing but security related expenditure scheme. Under this security related expenditure scheme, the central government reimburses state security related expenditure of 10 left wing affected states in our country. And under this security related scheme here, they are going for training and as well as providing some needs of the security forces, and even if someone dies they will be also getting ex gratia payment that will be included in that. Okay, and even rehabilitation of surrendered left wing extremism people, and even community policing, village defense communities, and as well as publicity materials. So all these are included under this financing scheme. And next one here is special infrastructure scheme. So under this special infrastructure scheme, funds are being provided to states for strengthening of infrastructure. Especially they are focusing on strengthening of infrastructure. And they are also going for around 250 fortified police stations under this scheme. They are constructing around 250 new police stations. And next one here is, apart from providing security, government is also focusing on improving of developmental activities in this left-wing affected areas. So what kind of development? So they are going for improving of road connectivity. There is road, there is easy transport. And next one here is, they are also focusing on mobile tower projects, and even government came up with this aspirational district program. So under this, what happens? Obviously development happens. If development happens, so we can control this Naxal operations or Naxalism in that area. Clear? And now let us see the next article. Title says, Transfer of PM SHRI funds, punishing students, Tamil Nadu CM. So here we have to focus on, what is that scheme? PM SHRI. So one important scheme which is given here, that is PM SHRI program. So whenever you are getting any program or scheme in the news, it is important from GS paper 2 under governance point of view. And you have to see some dimensions. What are the dimensions you have to see? So what is this PM SHRI? What is full form of this PM SHRI first? Because in some examinations other than UPSC, even you can get full form of the schemes. So from that point of view, you have to know. And you have to know some important features of these schemes, like objectives, like funding mechanism. So which kind of scheme is that? Either centrally sponsored or central sector scheme. Okay, and you have to see what are the advantages and what are the challenges of this scheme. So if you see all these things, then your work is done, guys. It is from your GS paper 2 under governance. Now let us see this article in detail. So if you see context, it says that amid reports that the union government transferred funds under Pradhana Mantri Schools for Rising India scheme that were originally meant for Tamil Nadu states to other states. So as a punishment, central government transferred the money which should be allocated to Tamil Nadu under this SHRI scheme had been transferred to other states. So what is this PM SHRI? PM SHRI is nothing but Pradhana Mantri Schools for Rising India. Okay, so it is a scheme name. So now let us see some facts. So Pradhana Mantri SHRI scheme, it is a centrally sponsored initiative. That means the funds are shared between central government as well as state government. So it is a centrally sponsored scheme. And in which year it had been launched? It had been launched in the year 2022. And what is the important aim of the scheme? It is to establish how many schools? 14,500 schools. So by enhancing existing schools to showcase that we are implementing this national education policy of 2020 or national education policy, if you are implementing that, so you have to showcase that yes, we are also increasing the number of schools. Okay, how many number of schools? Around 14,500. So what is the important objective of this scheme? As I said, first one is we have to focus on inclusive and nurturing environment, and we are focusing on well-being and as well as safety of every student, and we are focusing on offering diverse learning experiences and as well as access to quality infrastructure and resources. And next, if you see the important key features of this PM SHRI schools, these schools will focus on holistic student development of students regarding improving of communication skills, improving of collaboration and critical thinking, and even we are focusing on imparting experimental knowledge and as well as learning centric teaching methods. And even now we have to upgrade our schools with modern labs, libraries, and also we need to promote green initiatives like water conservation and water recycling, etc. And we need to have best in class modern facilities, like we have to go with the smart classrooms, computer labs, integrated science labs, vocational labs, tinkering labs, etc. So that we are focusing on outcome based study now under this PM SHRI schools. And you have to know this, and there is a very high chance of getting question regarding this, guys. Okay, now let us see the next article. In pole-bound Meghalaya, rat hole mining hopes ride on Article 371. So everyone knows that there is rat hole mining which happening in this northeastern states of our country. especially in this Assam region and in the Meghalaya region, this rat hole mining is happening. And the recently we said that because of this rat hole mining, because of flooding, so many people they had been trapped in this, and most of the workers they had been died or lost their life, right? So that is the thing that we studied in the recent news. So here this article is saying that one regional political party in Meghalaya, which is saying that if we are giving protection for this Meghalaya under this article 371, then we can control this rat hole mining. Okay, so what are the keywords here? There are two important keywords. What are they, guys? First one is rat hole mining. And second one is article 371. So from which subject you can see this rat hole mining? From GS paper 1 under geography you can study this. From GS paper 3 under environment and ecology you can study this. And even from GS paper 1 and 2 from society and social issues point of view also you can see this. So article 371, it is a sole part of your GS paper 2 under polity. Okay, now let us see what are the dimensions you have to see. So in geography you will be studying about mines, especially in your Indian geography you have a chapter of resources. There you will be studying about mines. In that mines chapter you will be studying about different types of mines and their location and industry part. So that chapter you need to cover here. And next one is from environment and ecology. So what is the impact of rat hole mining? And from society point of view, because of this rat hole mining, if people are dying, so what will be the impact? And next one here is you have to see about what are the different types of rat hole mining. So why people go for this rat hole mining and in which areas they will go for rat hole mining. So you have to see all these things. And polity point of view have to see about what is this article 371. So what are the basics and what are the necessary conditions to be satisfied if a state need to get this article 371 status, and as of now how many states are having this, and you have to see 31A, 31B, 371A, 371B, 371C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Okay, so which states are having this and what is advantage if that state is having the status of article 371. So all these things that you have to know, and that is clearly given in your Lakshmikant Bais. Okay, now let us see the context. A regional party in a poll-bound Meghalaya indicated that bringing the state under purview of article 371, this could help to resume rat hole mining. Okay, so actually this rat hole mining has been banned in Meghalaya way back 2014. But even though completely there is no ban. So if you want to go for complete ban of this rat hole mining, so this political party is saying that the state need to get permission under article 371. So why? Because article 371 gives certain special powers to certain states. So if you want to stop this, yes, it also need to get this special status under this article 371. So this is a thing which mainly said. And if you see some important details, article 371 and its implications, article 371 provides special powers. Article 371, it is going to provide some special powers for certain states. So it will allow them rights over land and as well as resources. And actually this article which is providing some significant implications for Meghalaya, because here this political party they are strongly believing that there will be lift of ban of this rat hole mining because of this. So if we are including that Meghalaya under this article 371, yes, we can strongly improve local governance. Whenever there is improving of local governance, we can better manage mining activities, and also the state will be getting certain constitutional protections. Thus, it will be promoting economic development, and also it will be navigating environmental regulations as well. And next one here is environmental concerns and legal framework. So the ban on this rat hole mining, which arose from environmental concerns, which leads to interventions by NGT. So even certain legal framework surrounding the mining in Northeast India is very much complex. N6 schedule, which will be allowing degree of autonomy for tribal councils. So they can establish tribal councils, and there is a degree of autonomy which mainly provided. So if we are having a very strong local governance, we can control this kind of activity. So this is the thing which mainly said. So if you see some facts regarding this Article 371, it is present under Part 20 of our Indian Constitution. And under this Article 371, certain states, they will be getting temporary or transitional special powers for certain states, and has been part of our Constitution since 1950 onwards. And we have articles 371 capital A to J, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. That means these many states, they are having this special status. And there are 12 other states that enjoy special powers under article 371. They are Maharashtra, Gujarat, Nagaland, Assam, Manipur, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Sikkim, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, Goa and Karnataka. Okay, and even center is also thinking that whether we can extend this article 371 for Ladakh or not. Okay, so that is the thing that you have to remember. And now let us see some important articles. MP dam project could submerge critical tiger corridor, says NTCA. So here there are two important things. The one is tiger reserve, and next one here is NTCA or tiger corridor. So actually in Madhya Pradesh, they are going to build a dam. Okay, that dam is Morant Ganjal Irrigation Project. Morant Ganjal Irrigation Project. So if they're going for building of this dam, it will be having impact on tiger corridor. So because of this, it is said by NTC that we should not go for this project. Okay, so if you see some important points, here they are discussed that. So here the proposal of diverting of 2,250 hectares of forest land for this project. So they are building around 2 dams on Morand and as well as Ganjal river, so that they are going to improve irrigation in this Hosnagabad region, Beetle, Hardar and Kandwa districts of the state. So actually if they want to go for a building of this dam, so they have to go for displacement of around 644 families, including 604 tribal families, and they have to go for felling of around 7 lakh trees. So because of this, it will be affecting the trees, especially if this region is home to endangered species like leopards, wolves, wild dogs, hyenas and several herbivores. So because of this, here NTCA in the meeting it said that yes, this project may destroy crucial tiger corridor between Satpura and as well as Melghat tiger reserves. So because of this, obviously it is having threat to wildlife and as well as biodiversity. So we have to see where are these rivers located and which region so this dam is constructed and what is the environment impact of this dam. So I hope you understood this. So try to make a notes on this. And next article here is Aero India, biggest air show in Asia to begin today in Bangalore. So here we are going to have Aero India air show. So recently in Hyderabad also we had this air show like that. So here it is a 15th edition of Asia's biggest show, and it is inaugurated by our defense minister. And actually one important thing you have to see is which are the fighter jets they are participating here, and US jet is also going to participate here. So it is one of the highlight, and you have to see what is the importance of this kind of shows. That's it. And now let us see the next article. Yeah, see here, will the baby be a boy or a girl? SRY Jean claims to have the answer. So as you all know that, so to form a baby, okay, to form a baby, male gamete and female gamete should unite, right? So male gamete is nothing but sperm. Sperm is the male gamete and we have egg. Egg is the female gamete. Egg and sperm. So whenever they united, they form zygote. So whenever they are united, the fertilization will happen and finally zygote will form, and zygote will be further divided and forms a fetus, right? So actually from male sperm, so XY chromosomes will be present, and from egg, XX. So one chromosome is contributed from each gamete, right? So if XX is united, what happens? Female baby child will be born. If XY is united, what happened? Male baby or boy baby will be born. So actually this article is saying that all eggs are same, but sperms they are not. All eggs contain one copy of each of our chromosome plus one copy of sex chromosome X. So actually, so from X, as I said, X is present. X is a sex chromosome that is present, right? The sperms also contain each copy of all chromosomes, but they don't contain this X, but they contain sex chromosome Y. So as I said, in our body we have two types of cells. One is haploid cells and second one is diploid cells. Haploid, diploid, what is the difference? So in haploid we have single set of chromosomes. In diploid we have a pair of, that means double set, or a pair of chromosomes we have. So in haploid we have only 23 chromosomes. In diploid we have 23 pairs. That means we have 46 chromosomes in this diploid, right? Okay, so in egg we have 22 other chromosomes. They are called as autosomes. One sex chromosome we have X. In sperm we have 22 other chromosomes and we have Y. Okay, so Y chromosome leads to the maleness. So whenever X is contributing from egg and Y is contributing from from sperm, that will lead to the boy, baby boy. And actually this Y chromosome contains SRY gene, and XY embryo receives SRY gene, okay, from the male. So whenever mutation happens, whenever sometimes mutation, that is wrong coding of DNA which happens, if that develop in ovaries which produce estrogen and lead to the development of female characteristics. Sometimes what happens in an XY embryo, so that receives SRY gene which is non-functional by mutation. So if that means nothing but, so from female X came and from male Y came. So in Y we have this gene, that gene called as SRY gene. SRY gene will be coming, and this SRY gene is providing male characteristics. It is providing male characteristics for the boy, like having this penis, having this scrotum, and production of sperms, everything, male reproductive characters that will be present in this SRY gene. So here zygote formed. So egg and sperm had been united and fertilization happened and zygote formed. So in this zygote what happens? Cell division will be happening, right? So in this cell division, if there is any mutation, and because of that mutation there is wrong coding of SRY gene, if it happens, what happens? That will lead to sterility. That means in this baby, even though gender is male, he will be not getting male characteristics. That baby will be getting female characteristics. So that is the thing which mainly said here. So if there is any mutation of this SRY gene happens in this zygote, that will lead to development of female characteristics. So SRY positive females, the translocation of S chromosome is inactivated, and this inactivation silences this SRY gene that will allow for female development. Okay, so in the females also, whenever X contribution of sperm and X contribution of male happens, that will lead to the female baby. In female baby also, because of mutation, SRY gene can be activated. So whenever it is happening, so because of this chromosome translocation, we can silence that SRY gene. So because of this, in female it will be not causing any problem, but in male it will be causing problem. So that is the thing which mainly said here. Okay. And if you see the next article, so this is about text and context. Yeah. So if you see this, how has the budget allocated funds for urban development? So in the recent budget, some amount of this fund is also included for this urban development. So the total lay of urban development is around 96,777 crore. But if you see here, last year's budget proposal, it is 82,000 crores. 82,000 crores. That means from last year, this year, the budget had been increased. And also a new urban challenge fund of 10,000 crores also had been introduced in this budget. So government has set up obviously a target of 1 lakh crore to implement this redevelopment programs in our urban areas. So here, if you see, on one side infrastructure is necessary, on another side we have to also take care of socio-economic equity. Like socio-economic development programs is also important. And actually nowadays there is increasing of gap between rich and as well as poor. It is our government responsibility to decrease that. So how can they spend more on this urban challenge fund? That's the thing which mainly said. And just see about this. So what you have to see is, you have to see about urban local bodies. You have to see about some centrally sponsored schemes regarding urban development. And you have to see about Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana urban component. And you have to see about this scheme called as Amrut. And you have to see about Swachh Bharat Abhiyan urban component. So if you see these schemes, then urban development projects are completed. Okay. And now let us see the next article. What does the budget offer railways? So this article is very important. So why? Because in the recent past, from last 1 year, there is increasing of railway accidents. So why? Because of lack of covered system. So what government did in this year budget? So you have to know that. So railway minister said that immense trust had been given for the development and modernization of infrastructure. So especially they said that we are going for improving of infrastructure, modernization of stations and trains, and even they said that we are going to enhance connectivity and safety, more comfort to the passenger. So this is the trust which is given by our railway minister in this budget. And one more important key point here is, there was nowhere mention of increasing of covered system. So this is also one important drawback. And next one is, they are focusing on especially declaring that world's second largest freight carrier we are having, and we are improving this cargo, and especially we are focusing on even cargo. But one drawback here is, there nowhere mentioned about increasing of covered system. So here this is one drawback that you have to remember. And overall the railway budget also had been increased. So this is about this topic, and these are some important articles that appear in our today's Hindu newspaper. So I hope you enjoyed this class, and please do like this class and share this class, and don't forget to join in this GS Prelims Mains Foundation course, and also subscribe to Rathods IS Academy for more videos.